Hi, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are joining us from. And my name is Kim, and I'm the moderator for today's session. And thank you for joining us on today's topic. And the topic for today is how generative AI changes information discovery. And before I introduce our speaker, I would like to just go through a very quick housekeeping in terms of our GoToWebinar platform. So on your GoToWebinar platform, you will be able to post your questions and comments on the questions tab, and you can also put in some comments on the chat panel as well. And if you do look out for the handouts panel, you'll be able to download a copy of today's presentation. And we're going to be doing a poll, some poll questions between the session, and then towards the end, we'll leave some time for some question and answer as well. And so let me just go ahead and introduce our speaker for today. I'm very happy to have Dr. Zhou with us. He is the Director of Intelligence Service Group and AI R&D of Adipon. And he leads the Intelligent Services Group in Wiley Partner Solutions, which designs and develops intelligence services to enrich, connect, and discover content and audience data by leveraging AI, big data, and cloud technologies. He also established and heads Adipon's AI R&D team, which designs award-winning artificial intelligence-based solutions and next-generation information discovery systems for scholarly research. His personal research passion is supporting publishers' success in their transition to open access and open science, and helping global researchers know more, do more, and achieve more. And so before I pass the time over to Zhou, I also want to mention that this session is being recorded. You're going to receive a link to the session recording 24 hours after the session. You will also receive a certificate of participation along in that email as well. So without further ado, I'm going to pass the time over to Dr. Zhou. Dr. Zhou, please.
Oh, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hi, thanks all for your introduction. Hello, everyone. As we all know, the AI applications are transforming the way the researchers do the research and interact in how they interact with the content, and also the transforming the way the publisher doing for the scholarly publishing. So today I have been invited to give you this talk about how generative AI can impact the information discovery in the era of the digital transformation and the generative AI. So I hope you will walk away from this presentation with some new ideas about how you can use AI data science to speed up your research, get more value out of the research content, etc. So I will start by providing context, digital transformation, and AI knowledge movement. Then I will introduce how AI can be applied to generate research content, discovery, information, and improve accessibility with some real-world applications and examples. At the end, I will also briefly talk about the future of generative AI in the scholarly research. So as we all know, almost all the industry are undergoing digital transformation. I'm sure you will have already noticed in your own work. So there's three important digital technologies in digital transformation: ABC, AI, big data, and the cloud. So AI is a broad set of the technologies and in which machine use computation capability to think like human, but the AI generate value from big data and deliver it to the customer via the cloud. I also want to highlight the goal of AI is to facilitate our work, not to replace us. There's a common misconception that AI will take over and make human being obsolete. The truth is, however, the AI will always need human to get and shape it. And its objective is to make humans more productive, not replace humans altogether. So the benefit of digital transformation and AI application to customer as well researchers, including lower the cost, improve efficiency through the automation, and the data inform, not determine the human decisions. Analytics are important, but judgment and critical thinking automatically set the roadmap and lead to the better and faster decisions. So used effectively, AI can improve connection between people and the content and people by improving the readability, discoverability, and collaborabilities. So as shown in this curve, so AI-related development are moving from left to right, and AI is no longer just an idea or R&D work in a lab. More and more AI capabilities are being applied in business to solve the real problem at scale today. Why? It's because our society has been moving from industry age to the information and intelligent age. This not only generates much richer and also more content data than before, but also it creates a lot of the demand opportunities for AI services, AI applications. Moreover, industry is undergoing the digital transformation, which not only build the infrastructure to generate and manage more data, but also actually increase the computer power dramatically through the cloud-based initiative. This movement boosts the training data, computing power, and advanced AI models, which are considered to be the three key elements of AI. Look at the number. You can see the data we generate increased over 100 million times over the last 50 years, and the compute power increased 100 million times, while the size of AI model increased 1 billion times. So we are moving from being traditional content world to knowledge world. So what's the difference? So content include publications, research paper, book, radio, videos, other content, and publish are traditional through as we use usage information, user profile. AI can help bring this type of content together to further enrich and link together to discover more value and insights. This is a contextualized knowledge and is a more complete view of the world of research. For publishers, this also unlocks a new way to provide value to the researchers. For researchers, contextualized knowledge enabled through the AI can deliver faster and better content discovery and help the individuals organize, make better data-informed decisions. So as we know, with moving from information discovery to knowledge discovery, such movement has strong correlation with web movement. So Web 1.0 focuses on the delivering content in the static manner, making it as a content provider. Then Web 2.0 introduce an interactive experience and a read-write content, making an information era. So with advanced technology, Web 3.0 enhanced the understanding and processing the information, made the experience read, write, interact with the leverage the knowledge sharing on the Web 3.0. So the following graph showcase how the amount of data increased, reflecting the advanced technology that is used to increase the search productivity. So the shift from static to dynamic to personalized content interactions experience made the nature of the content shift from just content to information and to knowledge-based result. So there's some popular AI terms such as large language model, generative AI, AI generated content, AIGC that often appeared alongside the ChatGPT in the news and the media. Before I show you some of the real applications, it's key to make clear what these concepts are and how they are related. So there's many large language models such as GPT, BERT, which are trained on the huge amount of text and considered to be the foundation on which to build generative AI. So generative AI is just one type of AI, especially the design to generate original text, image, videos. There's also other type of AI that serve other purposes. So AIGC is a content output produced by generative AI. All these still belong to ANI, which mainly perform a narrow range of tasks in specific area. But our automated goal is moving toward AGI, where AI can process general intelligence to solve different problems in different areas, much like humans. So while AI is becoming more powerful and more and more AI solutions have been integrated into different industries to improve productivity. So in research scholarly publishing industry, we're also facing the many challenges, especially during open science movement, which include OA, open data, open source is forcing the publisher society to adjust their business model, strategy, productivities, priorities, etc. So for the researchers, what's a challenge? It's hard, for example, it's hard to find the relevant data and information, hard to ask the right questions. It's keeping updated with the new information and make sure that always find the reliable source of information and digest a huge amount of information as well. So work closely with the researchers is essential to understanding their challenges and identify their true needs. So here's how information can be involved, applied to help researchers. For example, in directions, we can identify the opportunities for long-term relevance, and also we can identify who to collaborate with. And this also literature review stage, how to find the most relevant, best literature, how to read and digest vast amount of information, and hypothesis. What's the challenge is how to frame a hypothesis that's both novel and feasible. And the experiment conclusion part, the researcher want to discover is any method that fits the research questions and have this enough the good quality data. Where can we get this? And also where should we submit our manuscript? Who can help us to review our work, etc. And also information discovery is crucial throughout the publishing journey as well. For example, adding the author in collaboration, references, review selections, and detecting the misconduct in publishing, and research with the proper formatting and the discoverability strategy like the SEO and the metadata enhance the content accessibility to reach. As you can see, the information discovery is more than just search and recommendation, which most people think of. So how does AI fit into the workflow? Well, as you can see, there's many companies providing the AI solutions out there, covering every part of the workflow, meeting the needs I just outlined. As you can see, there's more an AI and generative AI-powered product for discovery and dissemination. It's expected, and because information discovery is the area which most impact and changed by AI, generative AI, and used by most of the people in their day-to-day life and work. So before we talk about information discovery, let's have a quick look how the generative AI can impact the content generation, which is the foundation of efficient information discovery. Let me show you some of the application experiments we have done. So we ask ChatGPT and Google Gemini to suggest research topics and the direction for PhD study and for journal and special issue development. So here I just show you, the very simple prompt. If you want to get better results, you need more complicated, complex, the prompt, detailed prompt, and generally give the more emerging and up-to-date ideas. I guess because the training data is the training data is updated, the model is updated the more frequently. It's able to pull information from the internet. So ChatGPT can do now as well. So ChatGPT can generate the abstract title in any number of words you specify. I have recently, last year, I written a post about ChatGPT published in Scholar Kitchen. It has about 2,500 words and 6 pages. So showcase here the nice title abstract generated by ChatGPT based on the full text. So it's also able to provide the quite reasonable explanation as to the why it provides the title. So this is a quite nice way. We also use ChatGPT to try to generate a summary and then compare them with our extractive summary service. This is our generate the extractive summary, which will pull out, but it's not, pull out the important detailed information from the original text as highlighted in different color. But it's not highly readable because you can see it's just the bullet point. It's not that highly readable. On the other hand, ChatGPT can produce highly readable but less detailed summary because its input is limited, though it could potentially produce non-existent information. So based on these findings, we try to use extract summary and ChatGPT together, allow ChatGPT to generate a new summary based on the extractive one. As shown below, this new summary maintains both detail and good readability. Additionally, it shows the limitation of the input is overcome the limitations of input length, reduce the risk of false information hallucination in a cost-effective way. Currently, we are able to support 4 different types of summarization: one sentence, normal summarization, structured summarization, and layman version to meet different needs. So now let's see how AI can enhance information discovery, which is the #1 priority. Researchers are facing the information overloading issues and organizing Organizations are facing the content dissemination challenge. The knowledge embedded in unstructured text makes information discovery even harder. So AI for all the generative AI can be applied to mine the knowledge, extract the key entities such as keywords, concepts, to make deeper information discovery. Here are some real applications my team has worked on to improve discoverability of research content. So, we leveraged AI to mine the research content for the factual data about specific entities. So this is especially valuable in chemistry-related disciplines, where the property data, for example, melting point or the molecular weight can be difficult to extract from unstructured text. So our entity mining program relies on the natural language processing technology to mine the entity and create the most structured content, like data tables, which are easier for researchers to use in their day-to-day reference needs. Actually, this one is one of my favorite examples, demo, how the content to knowledge conversation can have the real world, the application. Here, the benevolent AI has applied the AI to the mine knowledge from the countless research paper about COVID-19 treatment to form a very complex, the knowledge graph. The relevant parts are identified just to highlight. So this is the circles down here, where the treatment we already use. Thanks to this knowledge mining technology, researchers were able to identify a potential false COVID-19 treatment within the 48 hours at the beginning of the pandemic. 9 months later, the FDA granted emergency use authorization for this new treatment. So these technologies all can automatically mine the knowledge and the entity and the relations from the millions, the papers, and this is the kind of knowledge they can also identify missing or hidden the connections. This is very valuable information for our research. Open science movement lead to the increasingly complex scientific analysis and rich output, which is not only about written paper, but also data, model, physical samples, software, media, videos, etc. How we can quickly find rich information to become a challenge. So there's several useful search recommendation application to help the user find richer results quickly and target relevant content to individual readers by understanding their interests. To also run ChatGPT to provide journal suggestion, which is one of the most popular the AI application in scholarly publishing. So additionally, we have run several experiments to compare it with our own dedicated journal finder, which has been integrated in the Research Exchange product. You can see that they both give some of the common suggestions, but the dedicated one gave the best answer. This paper was published in the New England Journal of Medicine. We also noticed ChatGPT and Google Gemini and almost always recommend related top-tier journals only. So maybe because the top-tier journals appear more often in their training data, hence there's a bias. So we leverage AI to extract the metadata from images and the videos and other data to enable the multimedia content discovery on our platform. So at Division, we have built the solution to include topic search, image search, video search, founder search, and more. So AI can make content more relevant onto your audience. We are all familiar with the people who read this article, read this one's model. In fact, this is also one of the most common applications of AI. It can suggest relevant experts based on their expertise. It can identify interest group based on their work and intention. It can also enable personalized news feed and based on the individual user interests. In this way, information come to find people instead of people is going to search information. So in most cases today, publishers have to rely on the editor or author's suggestions through the network knowledge to find the qualified reviewers editor. This is not scalable way. So we ask ChatGPT, Gemini, Bing, and our own reviewer vendors, which have been integrated in the Wiley, to suggest some of the relevant reviewers for giving title and abstract of manuscript or paper. According to our result, ChatGPT often gives the exist the reviewers, Gemini sometimes returns the authors, which are totally different from the photo, and the references. Being often suggests a list of researchers, which are the co-author from the same relevant publication. So our dedicated reviewer suggestion service give more reliable results with the richer information. And Microsoft and Google, we all know that I integrated the search engine with generative AI, and we use it. But they follow different strategy. Google has integrated Google search engine into their generative AI, but Microsoft has integrated the generative AI into the Bing search engine. Because Microsoft would like to leverage their advanced strengths in generative AI, because they rely on the OpenAI's technology to boost their Bing usage and the traffic. So currently 3.4% global search engine market. On the other hand, Google would like to leverage their advanced strengths in search. They occupied over the 90% global search engine market to boost their generative AI usage and catch up with ChatGPT. So based on our testing, Google Gemini is a little bit faster, allows search images over internet. Microsoft Bing through a bit slower, but producing the shorter and more focused responses, including links. And then the ChatGPT and surpass both intelligence. Better understanding question task is more intelligent. However, its knowledge have the as a post is a knowledge word event posted is 2024 this month April, I think, is limited. So the conversational information discovery will become more and more. ChatGPT and Gemini can also provide some personalized recommendation based on the several rounds of a conversation between user and self. It's just like talk to friends, talk to expert. In this example, also I only asked ChatGPT to recommend some latest paper. It understood what topics I was looking for based on the previous conversation. So there's some dangers here. So because it's sometimes generated fake answer, hallucination, we all know. The paper ChatGPT suggested does not in fact exist at all. So far we have looked at the searching deeply into a topic or questions, but sometimes we are looking for wider information, not deep information. Although cross-disciplinary research collaboration is becoming more and more important, so that's significantly the barrier to this type of research. So data silo and lack of the connections across disciplines make it a challenge to effectively review the literature or speak in the same terminology cross disciplines. That nevertheless they must be able to communicate with each other. So at Wiley, we have the leverage AI to help us with this task. Our application allows users to quickly understand the history, milestone, and trend of research in specific domain. For example, the classification is the first step in the wide-reaching AI application. At Wiley, we integrate multiple taxonomy for best result. We use a publisher-specific or society-specific taxonomy from partners to work with, as well as public taxonomy like MASH, the MASH medical, the subject heading the taxonomy, or UN SDG taxonomy. And using the variant technology, taxonomies we tag the content at the granular level, including multimedia assets, and can enable topic level digest the information that we can deploy in different ways to meet our stakeholders' needs. We invest in the taxonomy creation, maintenance, and the tagging the content. And we are also, as a side note, we are especially proud of Wiley of our award-winning the auto tagging services, which won the BioAsk competition for the last 8 years against more than 40 teams, including Google, NIH, Amazon, others. So this can create different content bundles so that they help the researchers, people to easily find the information. So content classification is actually the most popular AI applications in scholarly publishing. We ask ChatGPT to generate some topics, compare them with our current auto tagging services. And then the first two columns are the result from our auto tagging service, while the third one is from ChatGPT, third column. ChatGPT, you can see, they cannot tag the content based on our customer-specific taxonomy. Since it's not especially trained on this data point. Again, the last column is a mesh tagging result from ChatGPT. The main problem for ChatGPT is often the generate fake tags or ID which don't actually belong to the mesh. The example is this highlighted here. So building our work with classification, we are then able to automatically identify key applications and other information related to a specific topic. In this example, we leverage our AI program to identify the milestone papers of LiFePO4, which is used in electric car battery. So we use data point like the article citation and impact factor to measure the relative importance and apply the AI summary service to milestone paper to give you a more complete view of development history in one page. And of course, with access to the broad range of data, we can also leverage AI to extract topics, concepts to monitor trends in research and the popular topics over time and predict the trending topic. We're already seeing a shift from scholarly discovery applications such as the public search engines, content aggregator, and the bibliographic database to the new application in the area of the generative AI. For example, generative AI-powered bibliographic database like Scopus AI, Dimension Assistant, also generative AI native discovery application appeared. Also because generative AI such as ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity.ai, etc. There are also the many popular commercial and research-facing research engines, search engines powered by generative AI, including Elicit, Sciencebase, Consensus, etc. Right, so I have talked a lot. So I think let's have the short break, and also we would like to have the poll questions to help us to design and offer the right tools to meet your needs. So the feedback is very valuable. Thank you. I just pass back to the Zhou.
Thank you, Dr. Hong. Right, so now I'm going to launch a few questions on the poll. So there will be about 6 questions. So please take some time, and I will leave the poll open for each question for some time so that you get a chance to answer them. So please do this. So the first question, which area of AI do you think will have the biggest impact on scholarly publishing? First one will be research integrity, productivity, creativity, discoverability, or data analytics. Please cast your vote. Right. So while waiting for more participants on the poll, I'm going to just remind everyone that you'll be able to download a copy of today's presentation on our Handouts tab. You will be able to download from there, and you please post your questions on the questions tab, and we will take the questions at the end of our presentation. Right. Okay, I'm going to leave it for another maybe 5 seconds. Right. Okay, closing this. And then the next question, what is the biggest challenge you face in the current publishing process? Time-consuming peer review process, difficulty ensuring integrity, poor discoverability of research, high publication costs, or lack of innovation in publishing tools? Right, leave it on for a few more seconds. Thank you everyone for the votes. Right, I'm going to move on to the next questions. Which AI-driven feature would you prioritize in improving the publishing workflow? Automated manuscript screening and peer review, AI-assisted writing tools, research fraud detection, AI-enhanced content discoverability, data-driven decision-making. Please cast your votes. Thank you. Gonna move on to the next one. Right? How comfortable would you be with AI generated content or assistance in academic writing? Very comfortable, somewhat comfortable, neutral, somewhat uncomfortable, very uncomfortable. Thank you. Moving on. Which type of AI tool would benefit you most in your role? AI-powered literature search and discovery, AI-driven plagiarism detection, automated peer review assistance, AI-based recommendation systems for research collaboration, AI-enhanced analytics for tracking research impact. All right. Okay. And our final question. What opportunities do you see for AI to support open access publishing? Enhancing discoverability of open access content, reducing costs for authors and publishers, increasing transparency in editorial decisions, supporting preprint management and review, AI-driven research promotion and dissemination. This is our final question. Thank you very much for all your votes. I will leave this on for a little while longer. Okay. Right. Right. Thank you very much. Now I will pass the time back to Dr. Hong.
Thank you, everyone. Share your feedback, give us your feedback, and your feedback is very valuable, so that we can understand your needs, make sure we deliver design and deliver the right tools to meet your need. Thank you. So let's talk about the next important topic, accessibility. Accessibility is also the foundation and important aspect of information discovery. So AI, as many of you already know, generative AI can also enhance content accessibility. As we all know, the disabilities such as hearing, visual, cognitive, or such effects more than 1 billion, affected more than 1 billion people on Earth. So improving accessibility is therefore very important for all these people and for the whole society. On the policy front, the EU Accessibility Act requires all the public sector websites and the mobile apps to meet accessibility requirements. But 3 years ago, it's now the turn of the private sector companies to set up. So likewise, the OSTP has recently released new policy to make all the widely US-funded science work free access to all, which make accessibility even more important. So how the AI can improve accessibility? There's many different types of AI, each of which solve different problems. At the top, we have the speech recognition, like the Apple Siri is how the computer can understand and create a human voice. This is very useful for people with hearing loss or the limited movement. So the second branch is computer vision, like Microsoft Seeing AI is about how computer can gain understanding from digital images or videos, which can help people with vision impairment and who is hard to understand the visual content. Next, we have the information discovery like Amazon product recommendation to target relevant content, product, and advertising to the individual customers by understanding their online behavior and interests. So it can display more relevant information to people directly without their search and click. So knowledge graph, like the Google Knowledge Graph, connect different type of knowledge to let machine understand the semantic meaning of content rather than just individual words. It will help people with learning issues by understanding the content. And finally, natural language processing like Facebook, like machine process text content to identify and extract the key information. It can be used automated content processing to avoid human errors. For example, alt text, alternative text, describes the appearance or the function of images that can be read aloud by screen readers to help visually impaired users to understand the content of your page and improve SEO. This is also the very important element in the SEO. So AI can automatically generate the alt text to describe images. Microsoft Edge, Amazon, and Google Chrome can now automatically generate alt text for many simple images. A large language model can describe the more complex images as shown here. The ChatGPT describes in more details than the Gemini, but Gemini can easily find similar images from the internet. Microsoft, Google, and Samsung and other vendors that provide the free apps that narrated the world around the people with low vision and help them to understand the content and the sign in different languages. Seeing AI is one of the most popular AI apps for the blind people, and it has already assisted people with more than 20 million tasks. Apps like the Be My Eyes integrate the generative AI to assist the visually impaired people through the live video calls, offering an unprecedented level of the accessibility. For example, if a user sent a picture of inside the fridge, and the virtual volunteer will not only be able to correctly identify the items within, but also extrapolate and analyze what can be prepared with these ingredients. It's amazing. AI can also enhance image to improve readability. Imagine how difficult it's for researchers to view this figure. We have developed a service automatically extracts subfigures to form the compound figure and display separately, and then the caption is also extracted and segmented. Each sub-captions is assigned to corresponding subfigure. Doing so will also help the research readers focus on specific image they are interested with distraction from the many other images. And the user with low vision, due to the poor contrast sensitivities, need good contrast between the foreground and the background to read easily. AI can help on this by automatically increasing the contrast in red area as shown on the left-hand side. We also release an AI service to automatically enhance image resolution and the qualities to improve readability as shown on the right-hand side. So some of you may already familiar with this popular AI application, speech to text. AI listen to the video or the sound files and generate captions and transcript. It will help people with hearing loss to understand the auditory content by reading the auto-generated captions. It also boosts the discoverability and the audio and the videos content by indexing the transcript. So people with limited cognitions can also adjust speed of display of caption to meet their needs. So actually, this is one of the most sophisticated and widely used AI application in the world now. It's become more accurate, more and more accurate, faster than human in many use cases. So even the recent update on the Windows 11, 12, they even support caption from the operating system without need of internet connection. So discover solutions is changing, especially in era of the generative AI. It's progressing from you can see the before generative AI. It's progressing from traditional search engine, which just utilize keyword search and Boolean operator with inverted the index for matching the query to the content. However, as information grows, there was need for the more relevant scalable search systems, leading to the development of the neural search. So neural search leverage natural language processing and the semantic understanding to handle complex queries and improve with user feedback over time. In era of generative AI, so the retrieval argument generation RAG framework integrate external update knowledge into the large language models, enhancing accuracy and reducing hallucination, while the AI agents represent systems to perceive, decide, and active automatically to achieve specific information discovery goals. Eventually, so at least in my mind, when the generative AI is becoming smarter, more accurate, and cheaper to run, and quickly the update with the latest information knowledge, I think the search and result generation will converge. User will not search for result answer. Instead, AI will generate the personalized answer for each question directly. So AI is revolutionizing the information discovery from different aspects. When it comes to result, AI can connect the diverse sources to make a wider discovery. It can also mine the hidden knowledge to make deep discovery and can generate a rich format of results such as text, images, and videos on demand. From the user experience perspective, AI can bring a new level of clarity. It not only speeds up information discovery, but also improve accuracy by better understand the user intention and make personalized discovery. And information discovery become more intelligent. Users just need to tell them objective goals. AI will discover relevant information for them. And lastly, examine the interactions dynamic. AI introduced a tremendous shift from traditional click to a more natural talk. Users no longer have to navigate through the pages results. Instead, they can just post questions, images, videos, receive direct conversational answers. Essentially, AI is orchestrating a transformation in the way we seek, comprehend, and engage with information. So the process is becoming not only the more efficient, but also more personalized and interactive. There's many risks and limitations during the discovery journeys. During content generation, there are risks such as hallucination due to insufficient offload training data or encoding issues, leading to nonsensical or false information. So ownership disputes over the AI-generated content. Who owns the original work created by AI? The dissemination process risks creating information concours through the personalized content, and the consumption phase involve the data privacy, security issues, as the personal data is often collected, with its final use and the security not always transparent. And the potential misuse of unlicensed training data raises significant legal and ethical concern. So the information bias, black box of solutions, and lack of data transparency also the further reduce AI trust. So lastly, I would like to share some personal observation and thoughts about the future. I hope this can stimulate the further consideration of generative AI in the scholarly publishing or in your work. So first, generative AI is accelerating transition from Web 2.0 to Web 3.0, where the user have the greater ownership control over their data and can engage the peer-to-peer interactions. So the shift will likely the further influence authorship and ownership research outcome. Should we accept AI as author? And should we redefine the meaning of contribution? Should we redefine the originality of our research work? Or to what extent we can leverage AI to help us write papers? Should we review copyright, IP laws, which is designed for humans 100 years ago? Secondly, rather than view the AI as competitor, I think in the future, the competition is not between people and AI, but the people who can better apply the use AI and the people who cannot. The next is before the jumping to the solution, ChatGPT demonstrated the importance of defining the right question or problem to effectively harness AI potential. Sometimes it's not AI doesn't perform well. It's we don't know how to use AI well. That's why they come up now. We have the prompt engineering. So writing a good prompt is very, very important. So large language models are able to not only understand and generate text, but also image, videos, 3D model, etc. For example, ChatGPT Gemini can support real image discovery, as shown before, and opens AI's Zhou and many other vendors can generate realistic videos just based on the sentence word. The fifth, because of generative AI, we need to reconsider the business objective and the research benchmark. For instance, generative AI has potential to decrease traffic and click-through rate, challenging the core business model of companies like Google. So maybe I think that maybe this is one of the reasons to distract Google to release generative AI as the first player. Although they are capable, Google is capable to do it even before the open AI. So furthermore, as AI generative applications such as auto-references increases, we should question whether the current citation matrix is sufficiently reflect the true impact of research and any bias. 6, as the AI becomes more sophisticated, it can better support researchers, providing each with a personalized assistant, research assistant. So in the future, even now, I think each of us, especially researcher, we can have the personalized research assistant, which capable is not only discovery, memorize, thinking, and apply information and knowledge, but also offering the researchers the broader, deeper, faster, and more tailored insight. It can also help the researcher to better analyze, plan, or execute their work or experiment, leading to the more efficiently and a faster research outcome. So generative AI has the power to boost the research quality and collaboration, but it also brings the challenges to research integrity, like the potential increase of plagiarism, image manipulation, paper mill, its ability to create human-like text, and alternative images can make fraud harder to spot. So as deceptive tactics grow, so will the strategy to detect this and stop that. AI governance lags far behind the AI capabilities. So this is currently is one of the most important things the government is focusing. AI trust, risk, and the security management are becoming increasingly critical. So the legal and ethical issues related to AI generated content also need to be taken seriously, such as some AI generated content potentially infringing on others' IP and the privacy rights. So lastly, I just want to emphasize, we human don't fully rely, please don't fully rely on the generative AI, not only because it's not always accurate, but because excessive reliance on AI may erode the critical and the creative thinking skills that give human a unique advantage. One day we don't want to see the human become more like machine, while the machine is becoming more like human. So thank you all for your time. I hope my presentation brings some useful information to you. So also, if you are interested in know more about all this, welcome to read my AI post in the Scholarly Kitchen. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Zhou. We do have a few questions in the questions panel, and I'm gonna run through that, and then we'll just have Dr. Zhou to help us answer some of the questions. So the first question, please let me know what is the ethical percentage of AI is considerable in academic write-up, because even we didn't use the AI came when checked. So basically, what is the ethical percentage of AI is considered okay in academic write-up?
So I think this is a good question. It's also the popular question, but this is really depend on the different publishers. They have the different policy about how to use AI, how to use the generative AI in their writing up. And you can go to each publisher's website before you submit. You can check that policy. And many publishers, for example, they allow you to use AI to correct, improve the grammar, and also help you improve your the writing quality. But you also if you use AI for any other purposes, you need make the clear statement in the either methodology or acknowledgement sections, etc. So this is really depend on the publisher. So please make sure you check the requirement before you submit your manuscript.
Thank you. The next question. Regarding this webinar, as a researcher, if we get information to support our manuscript, how can we cite the information that we get from AI?
How can we, sorry?
How can we cite the information that we get from AI?
So when you use, depend how do you use AI? Do you use a generative AI, or do you use just rely on the results, answers generated by generative AI, or you use AI-powered search and discovery? For example, if you use AI-powered search discovery, they still give you a list of the articles or papers, etc. So you need to have look. You need to read, understand by yourself. So this is one advantage of the traditional AI-powered discovery, because you make sure you always get the human curated content. You don't need to worry about the hallucination, fake information. But if you just rely on generative AI to generate the answer for you directly, be careful. Even now, the publisher, not only publishers, all these AI generated, generative AI powered discovery tools, they not only give you the answer, but also give you the evidence, the reference, to mention where this come from. But it's still better for you to double check, because in the many cases, they even provided the reference is not necessarily means the answer is 100% accurate. So in this case, if you want to use generative AI, always check compare the results, the answers with evidence itself, to read these references, evidence, and to make sure the result is accurate.
Okay, I think we have one last question on the panel. So what is meant by data transparency? How does it impact on generative AI?
Oh, the data transparency is very important. The transparency is has several aspects. One aspect is data transparency, because otherwise, if I want to use this large language model, how do I know this large language model is perform well and produce reliable result, or is the content, their model is not infringe any copyright issues? So I need to understand where this training data come from. So when we talk about this to the customer, to users, one of the most popular questions: which data do you use to train these models? So this is one aspect of transparency. Another transparency is about limitation. So all this AI models, all this AI applications, not 100% accurate, and not perfect. So what's the limitation? Do you only does this AI application only work in some the scenario, circumstance, or is only work in English or the different language, etc.? We want to this be clear, and even before you talk to the customer or the researcher, so that help them to understand. Oh, I know this where I can use this, because sometimes if you don't explain this well to them, they may use in the wrong way, in the wrong scenario. So they can give the wrong impression. This AI application does not work at all. So I think this is transparency is very, very important, and also give the human, the confidence, and to use this, and also the build up the increase the trust. So the transparency is very important.
Okay, and well, we have two more questions that came in. So how can generative AI change the world?
Oh, that's a big question.
That's a big question, yes.
It's changing. It's changing. The generative AI is changing the world. You can see, you already see more and more people start using the generative AI. Even in US, I think I just read the news, 60% of people they using AI, they feel comfortable to use generative AI to write emails, all this, do the many things, and the creativity stuff. So it's changing, and it's changing the world. But in the future, I think maybe in the future, if we go to the internet, most of the publication, most of the information may be generated by AI. So as I mentioned before, in the future, we don't search information. We generate, the AI will generate answer for us. So this makes the human curated information even more valuable. I think we can think of this way. When this start, become, so that's why, when you prepare this, you have the paper, all this, so make the machine readable is also very important, because in the future, reader is not only human, but maybe there's more and more readers, the machine is a reader as well. It's happened today, right? Because especially when all this, the workflow is automated, and all these papers publications can be automatically the managed process and index managed. So if you cannot make your other paper read well for the machine, so you may the impact your dissemination, content dissemination. So that's why the content management is very important.
Right. Which technology help generative AI?
Which technology help generative AI?
Yeah.
The technology, I guess you mean the AI. AI is basically AI is as I mentioned before, the AI is a broad the broad range of the different technologies. But basically currently the fundamental element technology of the generative AI is still based on the transformer. Transformer is a technology developed by Google, which allow the train the models, the speed up the train the model in the large scale. Before you cannot, because it's linear, but now it's you can they can process all this different the piece of information in parallel, and then the machine can understand the different the impact of each word to the next word, etc. So by understanding all of this, they can predict. Generative AI basically is the ChatGPT. They just they automatically, based on the previous list of words in a sentence, they try to predict the next one and next one. They keep tracking, they keep predicting this.
Okay.
So they,
right.
Yeah.
Right. So let's take the final question. So what is the dark side of using AI in scientific writing? Ethical dilemmas?
Dark side, I think the one of the things is definitely is integrity, right? The people use this in even the paper mill use this technology in the wrong way. They create a fake paper, and the pseudo the research science. They just their goals publish paper, but not do the real science. This is the one side that used in the wrong way. The other part is the generative AI is definitely very helpful to help you to enhance your writing quality and correct the grammar mistake, etc. And even help you to think of the better title, and then help you to enhance refine your abstract, etc. But we need to be careful humans need to still do the real science work, but the leverage AI to help you to help you write up. But even the write up, they still cannot fully rely on the AI. You can just maybe ask AI to help you to suggest the structure, but you still need to fill in each part by yourself and with AI support from AI. So for me, I always think, I'm also a researcher. I do this, I think it's a semi-automatic way. I not do the fully manually, fully rely on myself, but I just try to leverage myself, humans' unique capability with AI together. So I think this is a otherwise, you know, the human will start losing the critical thinking. So this is another, I think, another dark side. And also the many hallucinations. If you especially if you want to ask AI to suggest some of the references for you, be careful, because there's a lot of the hallucination. I showed you before in the example. Please double check the accuracy.
All right, we are on time. And thank you very much, Dr. Hongzhou. It's been a very informative session, and I hope the attendees have find it really useful to those insights on AI. And I know a lot of you have asked a lot of questions on with us, and do drop us a note. And we can happy to help you with any other questions. And just a reminder, you're going to receive a recording of the session's link 24 hours after our session, and the certificate of participation will also be included as well. So thank you very much for your time today, and have a good rest of your day. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.